So the waterway manager, Melbourne Water, need to understand what drives waterways ecological condition, what are the pressure, what are the impact on ecological condition. But then we can consider how to mitigate impacts on waterway condition.
So in Project 2.5, we're aiming to give Melbourne Water the tools that will allow them to predict what the flow regime would have been in any stream, but also the tools that allow them to work out how to deliver that flow regime, be it in an urban context or a rural context. So we're doing three main things in this project. My colleague Matt Burns is working on a tool to predict flow regimes for any stream using some really cutting-edge techniques. The second thing we're doing is doing research understanding how various interventions such as stormwater control measures will affect flow regimes. So we're measuring a whole lot of infiltration systems, looking at the fate of the infiltrated water. Does it end up in the stream or does it get intercepted elsewhere? And thirdly, we're trying to establish a link between a given flow regime and an ecological outcome, because in the end that's why Melbourne Water is doing this. They want to protect the health and restore the health of streams. So we want to know, if you deliver flow regime X, what will that mean in ecological terms?
Well, ultimately we want a really good idea of when we implement measures to manage stormwater in the catchment or to manage other aspects of what drives hydrology, such as diversion. What is the impact on the hydrology, and then what is the impact on waterway conditions, so we can modulate our waterway objective and design stormwater control measure in the catchment for a really clear outcome for our waterways.
The overall outcome of this project will be what we call a flow management framework, and that is a series of software that allows Melbourne Water for any stream to generate a flow regime, a natural flow regime, so they know what the target is, but also a series of tools that allow them to select interventions that they might put in place at a catchment scale or a site scale to deliver that flow regime, and then to assess the outcome of that and see how effective would it have been. So, for example, a series of guidelines that will allow them to design and place infiltration systems or stormwater harvesting systems to really optimise that flow regime outcome.